Unfortunately, no fluke. Champions of the AFC for a second consecutive year.
And how about the Cincinnati Bengals franchise? Before last year, they did not won a playoff game since January of 1991. They are now 0-3 in Super Bowls with the loss last year to the Rams. 2 previously to Joe Montana, the 49ers in the 1980s, looking to get their first championship in this one.
Meanwhile, the Cowboys have had some ups and downs since their last Super Bowl appearance, but they're back for the 9th time, trying to win number 6 and tie the Patriots and Steelers. For the Cowboys, their last Super Bowl title quite a while ago, January of '96.
And those were great teams. Jimmy Johnson was their head coach. Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, all Hall of Famers. They were known as the Triplets. But then you go further back to those great teams in the 70s, led by Hall of Fame coach Tom Landry, Roger Staubach at quarterback, Tony Dorsett at running back. Those were great teams as well. This one, trying to create their own identity.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's a give to Mixon. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. 4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to to see some play action here, I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Prescott on fourth down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on fourth down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on fourth down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, first and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5 now. Burrow, he sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trailed early on in his Super Bowl as they come up first and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. It's a close game here early on. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. To throw is Prescott. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's fourth down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 70-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 44. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
A 3-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Perine again on second down. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
I haven't been a defensive coordinator yet, but think 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. This goes out wide for Mixon. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. He will push his way down to about the 14. 8 yards to go on second down. Again, it's Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
He was taken down by Kyle Fuller. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches just say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Come on. Hurry.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Cowboys nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Prescott on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first and 10, Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
They'll throw again. Prescott. He's going to take another shot here. Touchdown! A great play there as the first half. And the Cowboys are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. On the move past the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs Not right there. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Once again, they run with Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches.
10 yards.
Mixing up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Bengals first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Second down and goal. Burrow. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Mixon. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal.
Stop short of the goal line. No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
They run for it with Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Third quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Prescott looks to throw on first. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, man, partner, this is something quarterbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
That's Trayvon Diggs making a big play there for the defense.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran up into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. You think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And Tolbert here over the middle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Prescott. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 31 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Gun.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11. Stop.
Now Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
12.
A handoff to Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Prescott from the gun. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. He's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Here we go 47. Here we go 46.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 59 yards. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them what's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. Hey, we got to go score. Let's go.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here we go with Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33.
And the Bengals first down.
11 MT.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Gotta go.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they'll indeed take a knee.
I don't know why we did it, but we went to their final walkthrough for some reason. And what did we see? Their last play in walkthrough was taking a knee and celebrating winning a Super Bowl. They want that visualization. They did it for real.
Yeah, they just scripted it out. Defense can't stop the clock, and they can watch the final seconds tick. Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
For me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather.